Australia may be known for its beautiful beaches and vast outback, but hidden beneath its scenic beauty are terrifying tales of ghostly encounters, abandoned asylums, and places where the spirits of the past never rest. From haunted prisons to eerie homesteads, today we'll take you on a spine-chilling journey to the top 15 haunted places in Australia that will make your skin crawl. So, if you're ready to face the paranormal, hold tight as we dive into the terrifying unknown. 1. Monte Cristo Homestead, New South Wales. Our first stop is the Monte Cristo Homestead in New South Wales, often referred to as Australia's most haunted house. This Victorian manor was built in 1885 by Christopher William Crawley and has since become notorious for its tragic history and spine-tingling ghost stories. The house is said to be haunted by multiple spirits, including the Crawley family members and unfortunate souls who met untimely deaths on the property. Among the most infamous tales is that of the maid who reportedly fell or was pushed from the balcony, and the stable boy who was burned alive. Guests and paranormal investigators alike have reported strange occurrences: the sound of phantom footsteps, doors slamming shut on their own, and chilling cold spots in certain rooms. If you're brave enough, you can still visit Monte Cristo Homestead today, but beware. Many who have entered claim they left feeling like they were never truly alone. 2. Port Arthur, Tasmania. Next on our list is Port Arthur, located in Tasmania. This historic site was once a brutal convict settlement and is now considered one of the most haunted locations in Australia. During the 1800s, this prison housed some of the most hardened criminals of the British Empire. Its eerie past includes cruel punishments, mass graves, and a tragic mass shooting in 1996. Visitors to Port Arthur often report encounters with shadowy figures, mysterious lights, and the sensation of being watched. One of the most haunted spots is the separate prison, where inmates were kept in solitary confinement, many of whom lost their sanity. Guided ghost tours take you through the darkened hallways and past the cells, where some say the tortured souls of the past still remain. Port Arthur's dark history and ghostly reputation make it a must-visit for those looking to experience the paranormal firsthand. 3. The Ghost of Frederick Fisher, Campbelltown, New South Wales. The Ghost of Frederick Fisher is one of Australia's most famous ghost stories, dating back to 1826 in Campbelltown, New South Wales. Fisher was a local farmer who mysteriously disappeared, and after weeks of fruitless searching, his fate remained unknown, until a ghostly figure changed everything. According to the legend, a man named John Farley claimed to have seen Fisher's ghost sitting on a fence pointing towards a creek where his body was later discovered. Fisher had been murdered by a friend over a land dispute, and his spectral appearance reportedly led to the discovery of his corpse. Today, the story of Frederick Fisher's ghost lives on, and every November, the town of Campbelltown celebrates the Fisher's Ghost Festival, keeping this eerie tale alive. 4. Old Melbourne Jail, Victoria. Built in the mid-1800s, Old Melbourne Jail housed some of the most dangerous criminals in Australia's history, including the infamous bushranger Ned Kelly. The jail was also the site of 133 executions, and many believe that the souls of those who met their end on the gallows still linger. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps echoing down the cell blocks, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. One of the most active spirits is believed to be that of Ned Kelly himself, who was hanged here in 1880. His last words, "Such is life," are said to still echo through the halls. Paranormal tours take brave visitors through the darkened cells and execution chamber, offering a glimpse into the grim history that haunts this prison to this day. 5. The Princess Theatre, Melbourne, Victoria. The Princess Theatre in Melbourne is one of Australia's most iconic landmarks, but it also comes with a ghostly twist. In 1888, during a performance of Faust, a popular actor named Frederick Federici tragically died of a heart attack while taking his final bow. However, to the audience, it seemed as though Federici had continued his performance from beyond the grave. Ever since that fateful night, theater staff and performers have reported seeing a shadowy figure in the theater believed to be Federici himself. He's often seen in the dress circle, quietly observing performances. In fact, it's considered good luck for the cast to acknowledge Federici before each show. The Princess Theatre remains a beautiful yet haunted venue where the show must go on, even for those beyond the grave. 6th Quarantine Station, Sydney, New South Wales. The quarantine station in Sydney, New South Wales has a chilling history of disease, death, and despair. Established in the 1830s to prevent the spread of contagious illnesses, it housed passengers arriving by ship who were suspected of carrying infectious diseases. Many never left, succumbing to illnesses like smallpox and the Spanish flu. Today, the quarantine station is a hotspot for paranormal activity, with numerous reports of ghost sightings and unexplained phenomena. Visitors have experienced strange sounds, cold spots, and even ghostly touches. The hospital ward and the morgue are particularly active, where the spirits of those who died in quarantine are said to roam. Ghost tours offer a chance to explore the haunted buildings and possibly encounter one of the restless spirits still lingering in this once isolated station. 7. Aradale Lunatic Asylum, Victoria. Our next destination takes us to one of Australia's largest abandoned asylums, Aradale Lunatic Asylum in Victoria. This sprawling facility, built in 1867, was designed to house the mentally ill and during its operation saw more than 13,000 deaths. Aradale has long been associated with eerie tales of mistreatment, suffering, and paranormal encounters. The spirits of former patients are said to wander the halls, and visitors report hearing unexplained screams, whispers, and footsteps in the long-abandoned wards. One of the most haunted areas is the men's surgery, where crude treatments and lobotomies were once performed. Ghost tours of the asylum offer a terrifying glimpse into the darker side of mental health care, with many who visit reporting an overwhelming sense of unease and even physical sensations, such as being touched or pushed by unseen forces. Aradale Lunatic Asylum is truly a place where the past lingers and not always peacefully. 8. The Alche Wreck, Western Australia. Off the coast of Western Australia lies the rusting remains of the SS Alche, a shipwreck that's become infamous for its strange and supernatural occurrences. The ship ran aground in 1963 and has been a source of eerie tales ever since. Locals and divers alike have reported seeing shadowy figures aboard the wreck, hearing disembodied voices, and even spotting mysterious lights around the ship at night. The Alche's haunted reputation is believed to stem from a series of misfortunes and deaths that plagued the ship's construction and service. Some believe that the ship carries a curse, as every effort to move or salvage the wreck has been met with bizarre accidents and bad luck. To this day, the Alche remains a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lurk beneath the waves. 9. Beachworth Lunatic Asylum, Victoria. Beachworth Lunatic Asylum in Victoria, formerly known as the Mayday Hills Lunatic Asylum, was operational for over 128 years and is another location deeply tied to Australia's dark past of mental health treatment. The asylum housed thousands of patients, many of whom were subjected to inhumane treatments, and saw more than 9,000 deaths during its time. Today, the building stands abandoned, but many believe it is still home to the restless spirits of former patients. Paranormal activity is frequently reported during ghost tours, with visitors hearing voices, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling sudden chills in certain parts of the building. The ghost of Matron Sharp, who cared for the patients, is said to roam the halls, and the spirits of children who died in the asylum are often heard laughing or playing in the corridors. Beachworth is a place where the past is still very much alive in the most unsettling way. 10. Gladesville Mental Hospital, New South Wales. Moving on to New South Wales, we arrive at Gladesville Mental Hospital, a place with a grim history of abuse, mistreatment, and death. Founded in 1838, this psychiatric hospital operated for over a century, and during that time, thousands of patients were buried on the grounds in unmarked graves. The site's dark past has left its mark, and Gladesville is often regarded as one of the most haunted locations in Australia. Visitors and investigators have reported seeing ghostly apparitions, hearing whispers, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread while walking through the grounds. The spirits of former patients are believed to linger, perhaps still seeking peace after the horrors they endured. Although the hospital is now mostly abandoned, its reputation as a paranormal hotspot remains. 11. Devil's Pool, Babinda, Queensland. The next stop on our list takes us to the natural beauty of Devil's Pool in Babinda, Queensland, a place that holds a dark and mysterious legend. The pool is part of a cascading river system, but despite its picturesque surroundings, it has claimed the lives of many who have dared to swim there. According to Aboriginal legend, the pool is cursed, haunted by the spirit of a young woman named Ulana. Heartbroken after being separated from her lover, Ulana is said to have drowned herself in the waters, and her restless spirit now lures men to their deaths. Numerous drownings have been recorded at Devil's Pool, and many believe the paranormal activity is to blame. Visitors to the area often speak of an eerie feeling of being watched, and a sudden, inexplicable urge to enter the water. Devil's Pool remains a place of beauty and danger, where the past seems to have a firm grip on the present. 12. The Rocks, Sydney, New South Wales. Back in Sydney, we explore the Rocks, a historic district famous for its cobblestone streets, old pubs, and of course, its ghostly reputation. This area was one of the first settlements in Australia, and its history is rife with tales of convicts, soldiers, and settlers who lived hard and often met violent ends. The ghost tours through the Rocks are some of the most popular in Sydney, taking visitors to haunted pubs, alleyways, and houses where spirits are said to linger. One of the most well-known haunted spots is the Hero of Waterloo, a pub where it's believed a former owner and his wife still reside, long after their deaths. Visitors to the Rocks have reported seeing shadowy figures, hearing footsteps in empty rooms, and experiencing strange, unexplainable chills. The past is very much alive in the Rocks, where history and the paranormal collide in every corner. 13. North Head Quarantine Station, Manly, New South Wales. Located just outside Sydney, the North Head Quarantine Station in Manly is another site with a dark and haunted past. Established in the 1830s, this quarantine station was used to isolate immigrants who were suspected of carrying contagious diseases. Over the years, thousands died at the station, and their spirits are believed to still roam the area. Visitors to the quarantine station have reported a variety of paranormal phenomena, including ghostly apparitions, unexplained cold spots, and even physical sensations, like being touched or pushed by unseen hands. The morgue and isolation wards are particularly active areas where the ghosts of those who died in quarantine are said to linger. Ghost tours of the site offer a chilling glimpse into the past, with many participants leaving with stories of their own eerie encounters. 14. Werra Village, South Australia. In the heart of the South Australian desert lies Werra Village, a place with a mysterious and haunted reputation. Originally a military testing site for rockets and weapons, Werra was once shrouded in secrecy, and many believe that the strange activities that took place there have left a paranormal imprint. Visitors to Werra have reported seeing ghostly apparitions, hearing unexplained noises, and feeling a sense of dread while walking through the abandoned parts of the village. Some even claim to have witnessed UFO sightings in the area, adding to Werra's eerie and otherworldly atmosphere. Whether it's the spirits of those connected to the site's secretive past or something far stranger, Werra remains a place where the unknown still lingers. 15. BOGO Road Jail, Brisbane, Queensland. Our final stop brings us to one of Australia's most notorious prisons, BOGO Road Jail in Brisbane, Queensland. Built in the 1880s, BOGO Road housed some of the country's most dangerous criminals and was the site of numerous executions. The prison was infamous for its harsh conditions, and many of its inmates died either at the gallows or within its walls. Today, The jail is a hotspot for paranormal activity, with many visitors reporting ghostly encounters during the nighttime tours. The spirits of former inmates are believed to haunt the cell blocks, particularly those who were executed. Disembodied voices, footsteps, and even full-body apparitions have been reported in the jail, making it one of Australia's most haunted locations. BOGO Road Jail stands as a chilling reminder of a dark chapter in the country's history, one that continues to haunt those who visit. And there you have it, 15 of the most haunted places in Australia. From haunted homes and prisons to cursed waters and abandoned asylums, these locations are sure to send chills down your spine. So would you dare to visit any of these haunted spots? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more spine-tingling content.